Good day. My name is Business Coach Tim. Some people call me Tim the Motivator, which is my speaking name. I am a serial entrepreneur and business coach. Serial entrepreneur meaning I'm not married to one particular business. I just like business in general. So with that being said, I've owned 16 plus businesses in over 8 different industries. I have a wealth of knowledge. I do engage in personal development and self-education. So I'm here to, basically help you elevate as an entrepreneur. If you're an aspiring entrepreneur, I'm helping you drop the title and you just be an entrepreneur. So I got into business pretty early. Now, I started my very first business at 8, second one at 10, third one at 12. But we'll just say as an adult, I got serious into business in college. So my sophomore year at USC, I started reading Black Enterprise and Small Business Opportunities magazine. So my entrepreneurship started to peak, and I started to get more curious about different business ventures. So what ended up happening was I saw a business opportunity post in Small Business Opportunities magazine for commercial cleaning franchise. I won't name the franchise because I'm actually trying to get a corporate check from them. So until they pay, we just say a franchise. Actually, the number one franchise in that industry, in the commercial cleaning space. NASCAR sponsorships, endorsements, the whole nine. So this particular company, it was low cost to get in, about $1,500. I've owned 2 of this particular type of commercial cleaning franchises. At the time, I was 21. Like I said, my sophomore and junior year at USC, I took a year and a half off for the military. So I joined the National Guards, went to basic training and all that. And I wanted to make extra money. So I was working full-time as loss prevention at Parisians and then going to USC full-time. So while I'm at work, I'm writing business plans. I'm listening to motivational speakers, Les Brown, Zig Ziglar, Jim Rohn, reading Black Enterprise, Small Business Opportunities magazine. So I was like, okay, well, how can I get more income? Because, of course, at Parisians, $300-$400 a week was not enough to live the life that I wanted to live. So that kind of piqued my curiosity into other business ventures, which led me to the cleaning business. Cleaning business is like one of the top 10 businesses that produce millionaires. It's low-cost startup, low overhead. Really a no-brainer. Like, you don't really have to think and mastermind how to do it. You just show up, clean, or do the floors and get out of there. So, like I said, I became the youngest franchisee for this particular company at 21, which was the legal age to buy the franchise. Still remember our very first contract. I had a partner at the time. He was a couple years older than me. Hard worker. Both of us, had ambition, had the vision, the work ethic. We wanted the money, so we basically was on the same page in that regards. So we bought the franchise. Put together an LLC. Put a couple dollars together. Bought the franchise. Like I said, I became the youngest of their franchisees. Our very first contract was $200 a month. Discouraging, or could have been for most people, because we had to show up to this account for 3 days out the week. It took about 3 of us 2.5 hours to clean it, so it's about 10,000 square feet. Very underbidded. Like, I felt like they should have paid more money for the service they were getting. However, we didn't complain. It was like, okay, this is our first contract. We're in business now, even though we weren't making any money. So we stuck. We stuck with it. In order to build it up to 6 figures or whatnot. Went through a lot of troubled accounts, meaning accounts they just give you like, hey, look, the last person wasn't working out. Let's see how you work out. Since me and my partner were hard workers, we was able to keep the contracts, maintain them, get them in good rapport. But like I said, underbid it, but it still added up. So in college, I ended up getting into a few different ventures. The cleaning business was kind of like my foundation business. So I've always used the cleaning business as a springboard. So like my personal bank to fund other ventures. So we went from cleaning business. We had a restaurant. So I had my first restaurant at 21 also on State Street in West Columbia. It was a lot that went into that venture. So I won't go into details in this video, but we'll just say that was one of the businesses I did have in college. So I had the cleaning company. We had a restaurant. We also acquired a lawn care service out of the Carolina Trader, which, that was a pretty good business. To this day, my business partner, even though we split, he still has the same business. He's grew it 5 times, bigger than we had it. Hires a lot of employees, kind of like a family-based business. So what I would say to college students that are thinking about diving into entrepreneurship, I would definitely say just do it. I'm a Nike guy. I think they have the best slogan in the world, the 3 best words besides I love you, just do it. So now, what you want to focus on is personal development. So even though you're in college learning what you're going to be doing as a career, potentially, personal development is it's a personal thing. So you're only going to learn a certain curriculum going to college. Personal development and self-education is, okay, what books, what authors, speakers do I need to listen to? What information do I need to consume to help me out personally in this wealth game? So in the wealth building game, it doesn't matter about education. Like most millionaires, billionaires actually have very limited formal education, but they're what you call self-educated and they engage in personal development. So once I started learning that and diving in, that's when my life really started to change. So like I said, I was already listening to Les Brown, Zig Ziglar, but then when I started to get more into personal development as an entrepreneur, I started listening to Dr. Dennis Kimbro, reading books like Think and Grow Rich, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, The Cash Flow Quadrant, 1 Minute Millionaire, different books like that. So it helped me fast track because I was kind of moving at my own pace. So I was learning things that they weren't teaching in business school. And I was learning hands-on. It was this business plan work, or I'm out of a house, or my car is going to get repossessed. A lot of bad things. So I took, personal development and self-education very serious in college. At one point, I took it probably to the extreme. So I don't recommend this. I'll just say my story. This is my truth. So at one point I had, enough employees and contracts to where it required a lot of my time, to the point where I had to pay my peers, other college students, to finish classes for me. So, I would cash them out because I didn't really have time to sit in class. I had payroll. I had to, check on my contracts. I had things to do. Not recommending that just was my route. I had to adapt to my environment. I could either be in class or I could be building my business. At that point, I already had figured out I wasn't going to go on and go to law school, wasn't going to pursue anything that my degree was in. Entrepreneurship was my route. So I just went, all in on it. So if you have the work ethic, the discipline to do self-education and personal development, that will help you beat the learning curve and help you get to the money faster. So you could potentially come out of college not even using your degree and just kind of sticking to whatever business you create, or that business might lead to another business or another business. So the idea is just do it. Personal development, self-education. So it's a quote that became one of my favorite quotes by Henry Ford. Which he had a 4th grade education, created a $1 trillion company called General Motors. So his quote goes like this. He said, "A formal education will help you earn a living. Self-education will help you earn a fortune." So similar to what I said, with self-education, you can go at your pace and you can get the information that you need that's conducive to your future versus basically just memorizing information to pass the test. All right, night and day. All right, so read the right books. If you don't know, most entrepreneurs kind of always say the same books as far as a base reference, and it's usually Think and Grow Rich, Rich Dad Poor Dad. They're usually in that top 10 selection. I'll go into a little more detail in another video, kind of breaking down some of the things I learned from each book that got me to the next level. Thank you for tuning in today. Once again, this is your business coach, Tim. If you want to follow me on IG, it's just going to be Tim the Motivator, the number 9. On Facebook, usually I'm either on I have about 3 different pages, so either Tim Simpson or Timothy Simpson. You can follow me on either profile. On LinkedIn, government name, Timothy Simpson. If you want to email me directly, it's just timthemotivator@gmail.com. I usually put my number on flyers, so I'm going to extend that offer. If you want to text me directly, whether it's a question or you got a situation where you might need business coaching, my phone number is 803-261-5948. Once again, that's 803-261-5948.